All right, guys, just wanted to talk a little bit about Wise Token. Wise Token, their pre-sale is officially starting on November 11th. I'm making this video on November 3rd. So pretty much a week from now is when the pre-sale will officially start. Now, that being said, the contract is live and you can send over your Ethereum and reserve your Wise tokens now. But officially on November 11th is when the 50-day pre-sale is going to start. And once that 50-day pre-sale is complete on December 31st, we'll be able to get our Wise token and start staking them. Okay, now, of course, before I show you a little bit about why I'm excited about this, I do want to encourage you to do your own research, do your own due diligence. That way you can formulate your own opinion. And if you decide to get in, of course, just like anything else in crypto, you want to only put in what you can afford to lose, guys. As bullish as I am about this, I'm not saying that this is risk-free. Anything you do in crypto is going to carry some form of risk. So again, do your own research, make your own decisions. So that being said and out of the way, let's talk a little bit about why I'm excited about this and why I think this can be really, really big, right? They're doing some things very, very different. And I think it's to the benefit of people that are interested in investing into Wise, right? So it says here, Wise is redefining DeFi by doing crypto the right way. Zero team tokens, 90% or more, 90% or more of the ETH that's collected during the pre-sale is going directly to Uniswap liquidity, which is awesome, guys. Okay, because again, if there's no liquidity, you're not going to be able to sell, or there's going to be a ton of slippage. So the fact that they're putting ownerless liquidity there that cannot be pulled, that's a huge deal. All right. There's also no admin keys. And again, because there are no team tokens or no pre-mine or anything like that, there are no whales. Okay. A lot of these projects, they usually have whales in them, and these whales can dump on you at any point for whatever reason and cause the price of the token to tank. Because there are no whales, that's a huge, huge benefit to us, right? Now, of course, people who come in with more ETH during the pre-sale, they're going to have more tokens. Obviously, that's common sense, but there are no whales. There's no pre-mine or anything like that. Even the team has to get their tokens via the reservations as well. Okay, so again, they're not getting any advantages in getting a whole bunch of tokens. So very, very awesome stuff, guys. As you can see, there's already 34.99 ETH. Let me see if I refresh this. It might have already ticked over. No. So yeah, at some point today, it'll tick over 3,500 ETH. That's huge because they haven't even started their pre-sale yet. Because pre-sale is when everything's going to start going bananas because of FOMO, right? Because people who, they don't want to miss any days of the pre-sale, they're going to start jumping in. Right now, there's still a lot of people kind of either doing their due diligence or they're, watching which days they can go into as far as the reservations go. Because again, this is very much like a lobby. If you're familiar with that type of model, the more people who are entering that day with Ethereum, the less tokens you're going to get. Now, again, there's really no way to predict which days are going to have the least Ethereum going in, which days are going to have the most. So probably the safest thing to do is a dollar cost average and just, send in Ethereum on all 50 days. So figure out what you're going to put in, and then use the feature that'll automatically, in one transaction distribute it to all 50 days evenly. So you look at the reservations real quick, and I'm going to show you why I'm super bullish on this, right? You can see here that day one has the most, I believe, at this point. I think there's 305 Ethereum already that have gone into, the first day, as opposed to, let's say, day two. There's 153. So if this was a snapshot and it wasn't going to change, now, again, full disclosure, it is going to change, right? Because we don't know what's going to happen here. But if this was the snapshot, if you go in on day two with 153 ETH, as opposed to day one that has 305, double, you're going to get way more Wise token here, right? Now, of course, this is going to change, right? This is going to change as we get closer, and even when the pre-sale starts, these numbers are dynamic. They're going to change. They're not going to stay like this. But people obviously, they want to look and they want to snipe. They want to see which days they might want to get into, right? Like look at this day, 109 ETH, right? 106 ETH. Let me see if there's any days that are lower than that. Look at this. Well, this is a random day. So again, they kind of gamified this where, you know, it's not a fixed amount. But look at this, 86 ETH on day 11, right? Now again, this is going to change, guys. Let's see, 71, 72, 68. Yeah, so you can kind of take a look at this, right? So that's something that I'm kind of doing. I'm kind of looking at some of these days. Again, very hard to predict. Really, there is no way to predict which days are going to be the best, because again, these numbers will change. So more than likely, I'm going to just dollar cost averaging, put whatever ETH I'm going to put in and have it distributed equally into the days. But it is kind of interesting. I'm kind of, trying to see what the pattern is here. But I'm sending a minimum of 50 ETH into this thing. I might even send in more. But if I send in 50 ETH and I use the feature that'll automatically distribute it evenly amongst all 50 days, obviously that's 1 ETH per day that I'm going to be putting in. So yeah, that's what's going on here. Okay, cool thing about it too is you also will get up to 70% of your gas fees reimbursed back to you by them for the first 20,000 ETH sent to the contract. So when there's only 3,500. Again, as we get closer to the pre-sale, and definitely when we're in the pre-sale, and again moving into the end of the pre-sale, FOMO is going to kick in at different points, right? So I think there's going to be a ton of FOMO as we move in. FOMO is going to be while we're during, obviously towards the end. A lot of people procrastinate and they will try to jump in towards the end of it. So here's a couple of bullet points. Again, read the not the white paper, they call it a teal paper. Read that for yourself, guys. Okay, that way you go into it. I just kind of put a couple of bullet points. This is in no means does any justice to the teal paper. Okay, so don't look at my bullet points here and say, okay, I got it. Again, I encourage you to go through the teal paper, go through it. It's an easy read, but go through it yourself so you understand how this works. There are going to be some familiar features if you've been in other staking platforms, but there are some things that are different. Okay, so here's just a couple things that caught my eye, why I like it. And some of them I've mentioned already. No pre-mine, right? No whales, no dumping, 0 team tokens, right? So again, that's a cool feature because again, they're not gifted any more tokens and they don't have like, 30 million tokens to the dev team or things like that we've seen before. They got to get their tokens the way everybody else got to get their tokens, okay? Again, 90% of the pre-sale money goes to Uniswap liquidity. So there's instant liquidity that cannot be pulled because there's a contract that'll burn the LP tokens, right? So again, no dump, no rug pull, no admin keys, totally decentralized. And a cool other feature here that I don't believe any other project has, again, if there is, post it in the comments, but as far as I know, is most of these projects you have to wait till your stake ends. And once your stake ends, you'll be able to get, you'll be able to collect the interest. This one here, you can scrape interest off your stakes, okay? You can't take principal out, but you can scrape interest off your stakes on a daily basis. Of course, you're going to get less shares, I believe, if you do that. But the fact that you can do that, I'm not saying you should, or it's totally up to you. That option is available. It makes it a little bit unique, right? Because no other project that I've seen has that. Okay. The other thing too is, there are benefits of using a referral link. Again, if you want to use mine, great. If you want to use someone else's, great. Go find your favorite YouTuber, use their link. But there are benefits to you by using a referral link as opposed to not using a referral link, right? Number one is you're going to get 10% bonus on your reservation. So we've seen that before, right? You go into the lobby, you use someone's link, you'll get a 10% bonus. So again, that's not anything new, right? Some of these projects will give you 5% bonus. I like the fact that they're giving a 10% bonus, but here's something new. If you use someone's link when you stake, you'll get 10% more shares. So not only are you getting a 10% bonus when you reserve in the lobby, but you're getting 10% more shares if you use someone's link when you stake. So guys, that's huge. That's huge. No one else is doing that. And we all know that it's all about getting shares, okay? So again, when you use someone's referral link, you'll get 10% more shares. Vice versa, if you're a marketer or someone who has contacts or something like that, you can share this project with people and you'll get a bonus when people use your link and they go to reserve in the lobby. You'll get a bonus as well, and then you'll also get a bonus if they use your link when they're staking. And this platform, the purpose of this is to stake the token, right? So you'll get a bonus when they reserve, when they get the token, when they go to stake. You'll also get a bonus there if you're someone who has the ability to refer people. So you can actually essentially build a very, very strong income with these different bonuses. But again, this is optional. If you just by you getting these tokens and staking them, you can build a residual a long-term residual income. And Peter, who is the owner of the platform, he's said over and over many times is that their vision, their goal, their whole goal for this is for this project to be there for people decades down the road, right? This is not a quick pump and dump. This is not, try to get 200x in 30 days. This is something where you do it long term. It's a long-term build, and you can have passive residual income for, hopefully years and years and years down the road. So, yeah, very, very exciting stuff, guys. Again, I'll be talking about this more and more as we get closer to the pre-sale. Again, the contract is live. If you want to use my link, I'll leave it below. If you want to use someone else's, feel free to do that. But use someone's link. Otherwise, you're leaving 10% bonus on the table. And why would you want to do that, right? So that's pretty much it, guys. Just want to kind of take you through that. Of course, go through the site yourself. These are the reservations. If you want to find out more about the project, you can kind of go through this right here. But of course, the teal paper will do the best job as far as giving you every single detail. Here's the team right here. Very, very active on YouTube. They do live streams all the time. Very, very active on Telegram. So again, you can go in their Telegram and check them out as well. But yeah, we know who these people are. They're not anonymous. They're not, we know exactly who they are. So there's a ton of transparency there, and they're very, very confident. I mean, these are people that have been in this space and have done, work in the past. They're very, very competent. And again, don't take my word for it. Jump in the Telegram and check them out yourself. But yeah, this is going to be the next one, I think. I'm certainly going to be going in. Again, I'm putting in 50 minimum ETH, and yeah, this is going to be very, very exciting, guys. So again, stay tuned for more updates. If you want to follow me on Telegram, I will leave a link for my Telegram down below. If you want to jump onto our newsletter, I'll leave a link for that as well. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Hit the little bell icon. Every time I post a new video, you'll get notified. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.